On buying FGN bonds for just 16.6% at a maturity date of 2 years, I won't advise my enemy to venture. If you live and earn in Nigeria, buy the dollar and keep. Yes, you heard me. Hold it. In 2 years, with the way this Malam in Aso Rock is going, the dollar would appreciate by 100%. This means that your 2 million will turn 4 million and not 2.3 million if you had bought bonds. What am I even saying, Seth? After your stockbroker takes his percentage, we might be talking of 2.2 million. Madam Flo, I am open for a debate. This comment made my day. This is a typical example of how Nigerians invest in Forex. They call it investing in Forex. This is how they invest in Forex. Nigerians will go and use their naira to buy dollar on the streets and keep it under their bed. This is a literal, you have seen it. You know, when I say that people keep money under their bed, when I use that illustration, you guys think it's only an illustration. It's literal. People do this in that country a lot because they don't even trust the banks these days. If you want to go and withdraw your money at the ATM, there are no ATMs anymore. The ATMs at the banks don't work. We are now relying on POS. People literally keep their money under their beds. Look at it. This our brother here is putting it out for you in black and white. Now you know that this is literal, not an innuendo. Okay, let me start dissecting this comment one by one. First of all, if you invest in FGN bonds at 16.6% interest rate, you're going to get 600 and something thousand as your interest after 2 years. Yeah, you get 300,000 per year. After the 2-year tenure, you get 600 and something thousand. So when they pay you back your 2 million, you will get, your money will be 2.6 million sitting in your bank account. This is a sure banker money, because the good thing about FGN bonds, I need to make a video addressing all the positives of FGN bond because it keeps coming up in my videos. It's high time I made such a video. FGN bonds, at the time of subscription, whatever percentage you're offered on that day will remain like that, unchanged. Even if CBN comes out tomorrow and says, oh, MPR is now 5%, because you've already made this contract before they made the announcement, it remains till maturity. Nobody, it will be the loss of the government. They will not reduce your interest, your unpaid interest to 5%. It will remain whatever they promised you on the day of subscription. Sure banker. So you know that this 2.6 million is sitting pretty in your account. Now let's move to the 4 million that my brother is he's talking about. Yes, it has already been established that the people in Aso Rock do not know what they're doing. Yeah. Going by the historical events since they came into power, if you've been following this channel for a long time, you know that I always go with historical events. That's the only thing you're sure banker, sure of. That's facts, not crystal ball something. We know that they don't know what they're doing. They're doing tom-bomb economics there. So yes, sadly, this prediction by our brother here may well come true. I'm not saying that it will not come true for sure because I don't have a crystal ball. Yes, by the way these guys are going, it may be worse. But the fact remains that it's only a prediction. No matter how you think you know this government by a lot, it just takes one event in the future for all these castles you've built in the air. Yeah, because it's a castle. If you're quoting that you will make 2 million naira for sure in 2 years' time. 2 years is a long time to be predicting such for, like, with confidence. It's a long time in investing to think that you can predict such and it will come to pass. Again, it may well come to pass. It may well be worse. I'm still coming. But it's still a prediction. This is proper betting. You're just betting. I don't want to mention names before one company will come and say that I am demarketing them. You're just betting. You're building castles in the air. That's number one risk. I'm not going to invest based on a prediction because I don't know what will happen tomorrow. Let alone next week, let alone 2 years. 2 years is like a millennium in the world of investing. Anything can happen. Secondly, our brother will buy these dollars and put it under his bed. Yeah, he's saying hold it. I'm telling you, I'm 99.9% sure that he's going to put it under his bed. You know why? If you've been following this channel, if you were here when I was talking about MFLS policies, about IMTOs and all that, I'll put the link to all the videos I refer to in the description box. If you were here, you remember a story I told about back in early 2000s. I lived in the UK then. The company I was working for was paying me in dollars. Yeah, you may wonder why are you saying yes? I was on an international contract. They paid all of us wherever you're working in the world, as long as you're not working in your home country. So as a Nigerian working in the UK back then on an international contract, I was paid in dollars. Back then, we had only 2 international money transfer companies, Western Union and Money Transfer. And if I were to use any of these 2, how I would have transferred money to Nigeria would have been, I would have transferred the dollar into my sterling account. That's my pound sterling account. Because while living in the UK, while I had a dollar account in Jersey, which is their offshore account, I never touched my dollars. That's how it works in companies that work. You don't handle foreign currency on the streets of your country anyhow in these countries. I never touched my dollars. So the only way to have access to my money will be to call my bank in Jersey in UK, tell them transfer this money to my sterling account, and then they transfer it to my sterling account. Then I'll go to an ATM and withdraw pounds. Then go and find a place that I can send the money via Western Union. That was a very long process. So the easier process for me back then would be to call my bank, do an international wire straight into my dollar account in Nigeria. And I'm telling you, everything I'm telling you, some people, when I say something, they come and start arguing in the comments. You cannot argue with my experience. This is my experience. And I remember it very well, like it happened yesterday, because I passed through that. I will send this money to my dollar account in Nigeria. When I arrive in Nigeria, I first of all call my account officer, because it took them a long time to find dollars to give me, enough dollars to give me. So I will call them and say, I'm coming to the bank by noon or something like that. Please make some dollars ready for me. Blah, blah, blah. I'll keep calling. Is it there yet? No, they're bringing it from head office. Blah, blah, blah. That's what we'll be doing till I just go there by myself. Because in Nigeria, if you are not seeing, if you're not in their face, they won't do anything. So that was the only way I could get them to bring the money for me. And I withdrew it. And then I'll call Malam to come there. Malam will bring Naira, pay the money into my account, and then I give them the dollars. That was what I was doing back in the early 2000s. Sometimes the money will not even come, and it will be getting late, and they will be like, Madam, maybe you should go to head office so that they can give you the money faster. And I'll go to the head office. I'll drive to the head office in Ikwe and then go and get my money there. Because if I keep waiting for them, it may spill to the next day. They haven't brought enough dollars for me, my own money that was in my account. That was why I strongly opposed that MFLS policy that people should be receiving dollars only, like if you transfer money to Nigeria, whether you're transferring from the US or you're transferring from the UK, or you're transferring from the Eurozone, anywhere you're transferring money into Nigeria, any currency you're transferring from, everything will end up in dollars. I was like, did these people not experience this scarcity of dollars in Nigeria when there was no pressure on the dollar? Because back in the early 2000s, there was no pressure on the dollar. But in recent times, with all the Japa syndrome, with a lot of people going abroad to study, not because they want to study, but it's one of the sure banker routes to emigration, people will be looking for dollars to travel with. So there's a lot of pressure on the dollar in recent times. You understand? In a country that uses the naira. So I was so opposed to that policy. Meanwhile, those that lived in the US that were thinking that is a good deal for them were shouting me down. There's not enough dollars in Nigeria. So if this our brother took this money that he bought from Malam from the streets and put in his dollar account in Nigeria, if this his prediction happens, he may not be able to withdraw that dollar in time to, make use of the opportunity, because the thing is volatile. You're the one that said that the people in Aso Rock don't know what they're doing. When they don't know what they're doing, you cannot rely on an exchange rate. You cannot predict. That's the more reason why you should not do this. This is not Forex trading, please. My people, this is gambling. I will never do this. Anything that will make me not sleep well at night. I mean, with all the insecurity in the land, you've seen news of bad boys moving into the most secure estates, holding siege for them, trashing people's houses, stealing everything valuable, even have enough time to transfer money from those people's accounts, their own accounts, without anybody coming to harass them or rescue these people. And you're telling me you keep your money there for 2 years. Why? What if you want to leave your house? What will you do? What if there's a fire in your house? What if your family members mistakenly trash this? Or have you not heard about situations where family members mistakenly trash valuable items, put it in the bin? There's too much risk involved in this. I would rather take 600,000 naira, 600,000 naira that I am sure of over 2 years than build this massive castle in the air with all the risks associated with it. That's the first part. The second part is the real meaning of Forex. This thing that Nigerians do is not Forex. Don't call it that you're trading in Forex. The real Forex is done online. I have friends that trade in Forex. That's the only sure banker way of making money from Forex. You have to keep watching it like a hawk, 18 hours a day. Look, anything that will keep me awake 18 hours a day, watching, following the trend to buy low and sell high, that thing is not an investment. It's a full-time job. It's actually more than a full-time job. In my day job, I work 12-hour shifts. 12-hour shifts are the longest hours, the longest shifts anybody can work. And you have to be poring over your keeping tab on this thing, Forex, for 18 hours. Like all your waking moments, so long as you're not sleeping, you're watching these trends to make sure you sell at the right time and buy at the right time and all that. I'm not going to do that. That's not an investment. It's a full-time job. If you've been following me for long enough, especially when I started this channel, you know that I am a 100% passive investor. I suffer to make money in my day job. I will not suffer to invest it. I'm looking only for investments where I'll put my money and sleep easy at night. You remember when the MTN shares public offer came out? I made a video here. Go and watch that. That's how I invest. If they're not paying me enough dividends or their dividends are not consistent, I'm not investing. No matter the kind of predictions you predict about the company, I do not have a crystal ball. I want to sleep easy at night. There's no way you will do this and you're telling me that you sleep easy at night. It's not possible. It will suck the spirit out of you. This is not investment. This is complete, utter betting. This is a castle in the air. You may wake up tomorrow. One policy is all it takes for all these pack of cars to come crashing down. Please. Again, this is my opinion. Maybe the way I'm doing it, you think it's an advice. Please, feel free to do whatever you want to do. But me, myself, Flo, this is not an investment, please. I don't know what else. I think there's something else I want to say in this video. I hope I'm not forgetting. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, if you found it informative, please click the like button and stay tuned for more videos like this. We'll keep dissecting this. This Nigeria, this leadership we have, all the formula you know, all the permutations and combinations you know about investing. I'm glad that the whole situation in Nigeria is throwing out all the things that people have been, people that have been investing based on guesswork. this is the time to expose, yeah, that kind of investment, because all this while, if you've been investing based on guesswork and it's been working for you, you'll be thinking, oh, I'm a great investor, na 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 na. This kind of situation going on in Nigeria will really, really, really push you to the limit. I'll see you in my next video.